Welcome to the kids' table, where the conversation is about fitness, but the maturity level is questionable.
The one and only Gunnar Peterson.
Then you've got Luke Milton, and then there's me.
Weird if you do your own intro. Ladies and gentlemen, Jen Wiederstruck.
So pull up a chair as we talk fitness, the business of fitness, and give a voice to trainers everywhere.
It's informative, it's inspiring, it's where everybody wants to be. This is the kids' table.
Today's episode is powered by YETI and Train Heroic, the go-to platform for the go-to coaches and trainers.
And some people say to me, "Oh, you pass out." I go, "I didn't pass out, asshole. I've been awake for." I'm like, "I didn't pass out. I've been awake for 21 hours."
Yes.
I was up. I trained. I saw 11 people. I came back. I took my kid to this. I did that. I had dinner with my wife. You guys came over, and I want to get all the drops out, so I don't want to miss anything.
But the friendship forged around those nights and around like the vulnerability of the late night authenticity of like just being three mates that hung out together. And exactly to your point, Gunnar, I love that you just said that. I don't know what we spoke about, but I remember that night like it was yesterday, and it's got such a deep part of my soul.
I have a video. I literally have a video.
All right, chill with that.
I'll send you. It's me taking a selfie video, and Gunnar is turned like this, and it looks like you're grabbing his dick, and we're sending it to a friend. No, it just was so stupid. It was like, oh, maybe we can make it look like you're touching his penis. Like it was just like so silly. And then finally, we had to get out. It was a Friday night. Like you can't, partying on Fridays is very tough because we've all had the work week, the early start. We're going late. And then I was like, I think I was living in the Valley. So on the way home, Luke's like, let's just stop and say hi to Carrie really quick. I was like, oh my God, I've never met your wife. Let's do it. So she's having this peaceful night. She's got Riley tucked in bed. She's home watching Sex and the City. Us two drunk assholes come home. I'm like, Carrie, and she's like, what? And I'm like massaging her shoulders. Wasn't her shoulder hurting her or something?
I think that you diagnosed her as having
Dr.
tight shoulders.
I was like, let me get in there. It was like a party bus that didn't stop, didn't end, and it was so much fun. But also, it's like what cemented a lot of those friendships at that stage, which is why we're here now.
Well, and this is what I'm sort of talking about, and I know we're going to go off on a tangent here, but like the social health aspect of it is just as important to me, if not more important than the physical health and all the other things that get the headlines and get the attention. I really do believe that it's in these moments that we're not expecting to forge the depth of these relationships in which the depth of these relationships actually form themselves. And it's not that, you know what, we could have done the traditional thing, right? Go to Gunnar's house, have salmon, have a drink and leave, or go our own ways. And we would have missed out on so much. I remember sitting around that living room having so much fun drinking tequila. Then I remember going back to the house, because my house, for context for everyone listening, was in between Gunnar's house and Jen's house at the time. And so we stopped there, and then we sat out on the deck and we just sat up till all hours of the morning being idiots, but it was really, really fun.
I think that's why I like drinking. Oh, you had a thought in mind.
I was going to say, so that was part of the root of this, and I've always found it interesting when people go, you know, how can you have a drink, or how can you eat that cake, or how can you're in fitness, whatever. And I go, yeah, but you find balance, and it doesn't mean doing too much of any of it. And this is the same, like, I'm not a drugs guy, I'm not a gamble guy, I'm not a golf guy, but anybody who gambles on games, anybody who likes to gamble with their buddies or go to Vegas, or anybody who smokes weed or does edibles or vapes or whatever your thing is, I'm not saying there's not place for, I won't say anything, but I think there's a place for a lot of things in a balanced life. And I think there are certain people in fitness who say that it's blasphemy to say those things if you're up the food chain or you've been in it for a long time, that it looks irresponsible and you're setting a bad example. And I think it's the other way around. I think you're setting an example that you can find balance, you can have a full, complicated, intricate life and enjoy certain things that people would not normally associate with fitness or a fitness pro. Or
I'll tell you why I've got a caveat on it.
Okay.
I don't think people realize how close success is.
Bingo.
Genuinely don't. I'm stealing this from Tony Robbins.
Oh, that's
but success
so
is
good.
not a load of 50% away. It's 2% away. Like if you just work hard, and I'm fascinated by your story. I'm even more fascinated what we're going to get into about the correlation of sports and skill and manifestation, what you were talking about, and then like it was never a chance not to fail. Like for Gunnar Peterson was never going to be not going to be Gunnar Peterson. Jen Wiederstrom was never going to be not Jen Wiederstrom. Like, there is this power in manifestation and this like innate ability to focus on where you're going. And I love the correlation between sports and business, or sports and country music, and sports and just this mental attitude and toughness, which actually gives you the confidence to just go that extra 2%. It's not that far away. Like, and I'll say this to trainers that are listening, or business people that are listening, or whoever is listening. This isn't an entire new skill set. It's just doing a couple of things a little bit better. You know,
So true.
Same, you know, sort of opinion as you. I'm like, oh, my wife's name's Kerry. I'm like, Kerry will be the disciplinary. Like she'll be the one that's. And I've actually sort of found myself leaning into it just because I want her to live her life. And she's grown up very different to how I grew up.
Sure.
But I don't want to ever negate how appreciative I am for how I grew up.
Wait, so you mean your daughter, right?
Yeah.
Can you touch on this? Because I feel like I'm the same, and we can all maybe share a story. This is so important because I talk to people all the time about this.
Yeah.
My son's life is going to be so much different than mine was growing up. But please, like, there's, I don't know, intangibles that you're teaching them, like morals. Like, what is it to you that is so important?
Look, for me, it's exactly what you just said. Just like, you know, repeating what you said, be a good person and seek out other good people because they actually exist. We don't have to settle for bad people ever. We don't have to settle for lack of integrity. We don't have to settle for a lack of ethics because there are enough people out there that are innately good that we can surround ourselves with, can build a community of people that want to build us up and not break us down. And I just genuinely believe that that's out there. So why not explore it, and why not like do the hard work to actually build that life? So why I love being a father so much is I genuinely believe that it's the first time in my life where I've actually loved something more than myself. And I don't want to sound like a narcissist in saying that. Look, if
self-love is the most important love anyway.
You've sent me videos.
I'll get into this. No, that's actually true.
No, it is true. I don't mean to do it. But look, here's the deal, right? I'm a red-blooded male. I grew up in Australia. I grew up in a working class family. My dad is like the most A-type man you have ever met in your life. He always did the right thing according to what a man should do.
Sure.
He was a provider. He was a protector. He's the toughest guy I've ever met in my life, right?
Awesome.
Now, you hold a gun to my head right now, and Kerry's standing there. I take that bullet
we're
because
in
I'm
Nashville.
supposed to. What's that, mate? I stand by my statement. And you hold a gun to my head now, and Kerry's there, and I take that bullet because that's what I'm supposed to do as a male. Okay, that's my responsibility.
Totally.
The difference in becoming a father is I want that bullet. I encourage that bullet.
There is no goosebumps for anybody wondering.
Question in my mind. That's not even a decision.
No.
I make a decision as a man for my wife.
Totally.
That it's not even a decision as a father.
I'm still over here like buzzing.
Yeah. If you're still training with a plastic shaker bottle from 2012, it's time. The YETI Rambler with chug cap is built like a tank, keeps ice all day, and it doesn't leak all over your gym bag. It's so light, yet still so durable. Guys, I literally spend so much time with this, I think my family's getting jealous. Grab one and stop making hydration harder than it needs to be. YETI.com, get in, get out, get going.
The pencil test, and if you don't know what that is, I'm not going to tell you.
Is that where they put it under the boob?
Okay, that's a different. I'd love to know.
That's a pencil test.
Oh, like if my boobs are big enough, it'll hold it?
I've seen that.
Well, Rudy and I are probably the only two people that would pass this one with these flimsy tits over here.
I actually have the smallest nipples in the world.
Oh my God! Show everybody.
Smallest nipples.
Well, it's okay. Look at that.
Oh, that's small.
Small.
Oh my God.
And mine are small, but not that small. But I'm not as big.
Okay, guys, let's pull them out.
I'm not as big as
Wait. You're comparable.
But he's bigger than me. So
both of your children are starving.
I used to sit there and stretch them as a kid because I felt so self-conscious of it.
Fluky. And we're here for your birthday. This is the big birthday hang.
Happy birthday, Gun.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Let's not dwell on that. Anyway.
What? Talk about it. You don't want to.
Yeah, it's another.
Is it because you've had so many that you're just over it?
Oh, you don't know ageism.
Well, I will say, since it's your birthday, I did get you a present.
I told my wife, no gifts, then you pop up. That's already a surprise.
I can't show up empty-handed. You know how it is. So I'm going to give this to you.
Oh, this is lovely.
It is nice, actually.
What is this? It's a cock. It's a cock. Okay.
Some incense sticks.
That's so stupid.
Hey,
Wouldn't be a party without that.
thank you, Carrot Top. That's
Production staff.
that's hysterical, and that works. That's just kind of never not funny.
Wait.
Never not.
Careful.
Just Jen.
It's reusable.
Jen, do this on your own time.
Follow the hand.
Ed, talk to us about return to play protocols post ACL tears in the NBA.
How much tequila do we have left?
That was one of Ed's questions by someone else in the organization when he interviewed for the job. And then when he got to me, my take on that is always, I assume you know that. Like, you're this far along. You've worked in the league. You've worked in prestigious college programs. I'm not going to talk to you about the nuts and bolts of it, right? I'm going to talk to you about you as a person, because I literally take for granted that you can handle yourself with players, with front office personnel, on the road, with staff. Now I got to know, like, we're going to be sitting next to each other on an airplane for a lot of flights if you get this job. Like, I want to know that you're not a dick.
Yeah.
Like, can you hang? Can we have a cocktail? Can we do something in a city on the 10th day of a 14-day East Coast swing? I want to know all that. So those are the questions. And I know he had just come from these return to play protocol stand-up pop quizzes, and it was just so funny. He was looking at me like he didn't know me. He was in like a rented suit with a clip-on tie.
Men's Warehouse.
A whole thing.
Keeping him in business.
It was so funny. And I just hit him with some of these questions. And I go, love this.
It was great. It was like 180. I'm in like interview in the zone. Like, again, all my return to play. I'm dialed, like, kind of even had some hints as to what the questions were. And then we get to G, and it's just like, so, like, can we have a drink together? Do you drink? And I was like, not what I expected. Yeah. But like immediate, just like disarmed, made the interview fun. And
hey, wait, he's holding back. He's not going to tell, so I will. It's a podcast. You can say anything. He made a couple references.
Here we go.
He made a couple references, 2 back to back, and then about 90 seconds later, another one to a girlfriend, my girlfriend, a girlfriend, and I remember I came up from the floor. I just finished working with like 4 guys downstairs, and I came up and I'm rushed. To me, again, I'm not going to interview you on like certain questions. I'm going to feel you out as a human being.
That's a pro move, though.
But I think that's important. So I said to him, that's the 3rd time you've mentioned your girlfriend. And I'm older than he is, and he's looking at me like I'm in the position of authority. I don't factor that in. And I saw that made him a little uncomfortable, which I anticipated. And he goes, yes, and it was, he thought, I'm assuming what you thought. I felt like he thought he had maybe overstepped or overshared with the personal. And he was kind of like trying to apologize for it. And I go, no, it's fine. It just tells me one of 2 things. And he goes, what? And I said, well, it tells me you're either considering taking it to the next level and moving that up from girlfriend to fiance or wife or whatever. And he's looking at me like that. And I go, or you're trying to convince me you're not gay.
And I'll tell you, like, I don't get very uncomfortable. I was just like, that rented suit started to shake a little bit. I was sweating through that thing.
And then I looked at him literally in the interview, and I go, I'm fucking with you. And what's so funny is, I think now if anybody in the Laker organization, in the decision-making upstairs group heard that, they'd be like, good Lord, that's what he was saying in the interview?
all of mine were given workout programs. They have my cell phone number, my email, and I work with them directly. For whoever wanted to work towards something, they had me 100% of the time.
But that's you aside from the show.
Correct. That's me. I don't get there's no payment for that. There's no acknowledgement. There's no, you know what I mean? Like, there's no credit. Right? The cameras are done rolling. I chose to pursue that. Now, I don't know how any of the other trainers spoke to their contestants or what promises they made, but I know that the word I gave is the one I kept.
Yeah.
Because we meet up every couple of years as a whole cast for my season.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Is that just you, or is that something that everyone does?
No, I'm the only one that does it.
Because I met up with you after you'd done one of those reunions, and you were on cloud 9. You were smiling from ear to ear.
And I, so overwhelmed with production and the contestants and the challenges and what are you walking into the door next, because they don't tell the trainers anything. We're surprised alongside the contestants. You know, I didn't prepare her for home. And even though I was like, and for a long time, like, they've got my number. They know they have me. We did the grocery shopping for them. They don't have to go to work. They don't have to be a parent. They don't have to be a spouse. We are thrusting them into a life that they have not built the discipline for or the stamina for mentally. And so, go ahead, say it.
Okay, stopping you there.
Okay.
Because that's not entirely true. Like, there are some things that you really did prepare me for mentally. Because, like, there are some things that you said that have indefinitely stuck in my brain. One of those things is that success is not linear. And you very specifically said you have to fail your way to success. And that is something that...
Oh my God, you too.
Sorry, guys. I know. I knew I was going to come on here. And you guys...
Jen's going too. I'm saying
this is so not your vibe. I know.
This is great.
Luke and I are going to step outside.
But really, like, when you said that to me, and this is not a TV thing. That was the messaging you were giving me on camera and off camera, and that made all the difference, because when I went home.
I think all of our cycles are syncing right now.
You're such a prick. No, but
it would be so much worse if you guys ever watched the actual season. I promise. Like, legitimately, all I did was cry.
Yeah.
But I
If you're a trainer looking to level up, grow your business, and actually connect with your clients, Train Heroic is the game changer you need. I've used it for years. It's the first tech my clients actually enjoyed using. They showed up, did the work, and I could coach them through every rep. Trusted by top coaches since 2012, plans start at just $10 a month, and you get your first 14 days free. Head to trainheroic.com/the kids table to start your free trial now.
How would you like us to address you?
On my phone, it's International Man of Leisure.
Yeah, duh.
So, I mean...
That's how you are on my phone, too.
We can start there. Sean is fine.
S-E?
A-N.
Scottish way.
How does that
I
sound?
was actually named after Sean Connery.
we're different.
Stop it.
Because
I did a movie with Sean Connery. Get on my level.
Wait,
Which one?
Immediately tell us more.
You want to know?
I love Sean. I love Sean. I'm obsessed with him now.
All right.
Now.
So the
Now.
movie...
Kill him.
He's so excited.
I love that I say I did a movie like Sean and I were fucking running lines. Come on. Actually, I knew his son, Jason, in... When we grew up, we had a house in Puerto Banús in Spain. That's a
Small
story.
Of course you did.
Of course we did. Didn't you? But I did.
I didn't.
I did. You
No
didn't?
one did.
Where were you, Melbourne?
No, mate.
Canberra?
It's like calling me.
All right, let's
Port Douglas?
back to
That's not bad.
Hey,
That's not bad.
hey,
Yeah,
next
that's a bit
level.
higher. I was Sydney.
back to Sean Connery, please.
Sean Connery. I did a movie. I didn't. That's funny to say. I did a movie.
Well.
They put me in a movie called Rising Sun.
Oh, I don't know.
I loved it.
Wesley Snipes, so good with the
Wesley
Japanese
Snipes,
culture.
good beast.
Of course you love it.
Beast. So I played the valet parking guy at the country club, and Wesley Snipes gives me a quarter. You watch the movie, and he gives me a quarter, and I look at it as a tip, and I flick it back at him, and I go, "Next time, try a parking meter." Do you like that? I still remember the line 30 years later.
Nominated?
Wait.
The line singular, by the way.
Could you just give it? Just do it one more time with a little bit more enthusiasm.
I can take direction.
Yeah, go with a little more.
Next time, try a parking meter.
Ding.
Did you get your card after that?
No, I had the card before. That's how I got the roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Still have it. Why? I pay more for the card annually than I've ever made. Like, what are we doing?
So you're going to lay your athlete down and we're going to get these two slings tested. And remember, as I said, the lateral sling involves the hamstring, the glute med, and the opposite lat. So the glute med is the key point in that particular sling for stability. So the way you're going to test that, you're just going to lift the leg out. I like to use a 1, 2, 3 hold, and she's going to hold, and I'm just going to try to bring her leg back into the midline. Very simple movement, very simple test. Ready? 1, 2, 3 hold, and I'm going to pull her leg in.
Am I fighting you?
Sure, I don't think you can, though, could you? So I'm gonna. What we want is a good positive test. Ready, hold, and she can hold me. But a lot of times you'll start to push, and you'll feel the athlete just can't hold it. You can't hold that one. So her left glute med muscle is not doing very well to stabilize her hip. Ready? I'm gonna do the other one. 1, 2, 3, hold. That one's not doing very well at all. Now, was there pain there?
No.
No. Okay.
I just was like really trying hard,
Yeah.
and I felt like invisible.
So anyway, that's the way to test it. So that particular muscle on each side is not doing very well. So the other one was the TFL. Remember, that one runs up the tib. The spiral sling runs up the tib, right up the IT band to the TFL, lower abductor magnus, upper, and then runs into the shoulder. So I'm going to test this. Right, so this one, you're going to lift the leg up about 30 degrees. You're going to internally rotate the foot. And now I'm going to bring it back to the midline to see if that TFL is working. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hold. She's got nothing.
I just want to point out something. I'm very strong regularly.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, hold.
It's funny. This side's already cramping.
Yeah, it's already
like
cramping.
Just holding me up there.
Which is a sign there's compensations, right? So what I typically, all we do is then we would go in the course and we show you how to activate it actually with guns. So for example, I know the spot.
Like a Theragun?
Yep, like a Theragun is great. Yeah, not guns, I guess.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
You're in Tennessee, dude.
And then, yeah, it's fine. And then I'm just rubbing RPR in the TFL.
Kinda tender.
Yeah, because it's not functioning. Now I'm going to test her glute med. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, hold. And she locks in. Yeah, it's RPR, and we just hit a muscle reset, right? So I just literally, well, there's magic because this spot actually turned the glute med on because she actually has a foot problem, which shuts the glute med off. But I also
Is this
did
why
the
I'm single, Cal?
No, this is not. No, it's not why you're single. Internally rotate,
Yep.
and I'm gonna pull this back down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hold. I can barely move.
So wild.
Yep. So I'm gonna make sure she's right on the good side. I'm just going to rub that particular, I call this the arch reset, because the arch, if the arch is collapsing, that glute med will collapse also, or the glute med will shut off.
You're just like right.
I'm right on the inside of this muscle, right on the inside of the belly here.
Yep.
So we'll see if it turned it on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Locks it in. I'm feeling to see if her muscle, so right now when I go to test, ready? 1, 2, 3, hold. Like I go to move her a 1/4 inch and she grabs.
For me, it feels like I gave the same effort, but the second time it turned on.
Well, I just fixed the glute med, but this one's still bad. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hold. I didn't fix it yet. The quad right here, the TFL spot. So she was bad, but all I'm gonna do is RPR this TFL. Now watch. Ready? Hold. Now it's locked in.
And I can literally.
So this
feel it
spot was the glute med. So now when she runs and jumps, I already gave her a 4 or 5 for her stability. Now when she gets up, if I watch her sprint, she will sprint differently because the brain goes, everything now is stable. For survival.
Correct.
Stability. I wanted to make that point. A lot of people think, oh, she's just weak there. That's exactly what it is. You were 100% right. And people think, oh, like physical therapists always think, hey, what weakness is causing this? No. The brain has turned something off to survive some way. Protection mechanism. So I stopped thinking about weaknesses years ago because when this test here, when the glute med fails, a lot of people do the glute med bands, but I've never seen it turn them on if you don't fix the real problem, which is the strength of the foot. So do you do the bands?
That's right.
Like
Put
a
a
slate, like a
slingshot.
boogie.
Do you do the bands?
I was doing like the McGill 3 to try to get my core and my hips to turn on.
Sure. So what I found.
Shut it down no matter how much you're trying to turn it on.
Here's the deal. If you test this and it's bad, and you do all these expertise exercises, and then literally I've seen people, and I'm not ripping the exercises, but gyms that are highly known to train a lot of great people, if they do their glute med turn on exercises, and I bring her back and I test her, she'll be worse because you've just ingrained the bad pattern. You've made it worse because, yes. So you actually need to get it turned on and then do them, and then it'll be better. You're driving home the bad compensation, yes, like you're saying. Yes. Now, it may be off tomorrow, but what happens is that it just keeps gathering over time. Yep. All she has to do
is it.
She has to RPR those 2 spots, and and then it's good. So before my workout, every one of my athletes walk in with the gun and they hit these spots, no matter what. General area, right? It's crazy. Actually, these muscles are associated with other things. So this was her TFL, that muscle that stabilizes the hip. If I just went into her abductor magnus and rubbed here and never touched this, it would turn the TFL on. Well, you saw me turn the glute med on because all I did was hit the arch. I never touched the glute med back underneath the butt here. Right. I just touched the arch. But the feedback loop in the brain, the whole sling runs all the way up through the glute med. So that's why it worked.
So could you touch it anywhere along it?
There's key points, like this one's here. Okay. The foot doesn't work. I tried the hamstring, it doesn't work. But sometimes that opposite QL for this glute med will work. So yes, there's different spots, but we just hit most of them. So you don't have to be that specific. It's not, hey, I'm not sure I'm getting it. Just get close. No, it's not a sniper thing. It's a general wake up the body. And I feel, so honestly, I'm 150,000 workouts. About 5 years ago, I dropped warm-ups. Once my athletes get trained, I do no warm-ups. I said, hey, you want to do a 15-minute dynamic warm-up or a 3-minute RPR? And we go. And they're like, just give me the RPR and we're going to go. And I haven't blown anything yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
that's cool.
But once the athletes get trained. So there's a session. Coaches can test it. And that's the magic. Like, I feel any coach can go test their athletes, any trainer, any physical therapy that we just showed you how to do that. Now you can also take the course. You just look up non-contact ACLs and probably my name and you'll be able to find it. Yes, you have to be able to touch people, yeah. All right.
Well, you survived another episode. Congratulations.
Now go and follow the show, subscribe to the show, like the show, comment on the show, download the show, leave a 5-star review for the show, or any review really. We'll take what we can get.
Okay, Luke, they get it. This was the Kids Table. See you next recess.